Right, it's January the 31st, 2020, 12:57, and I just want to do a little drive around, a little bit of a record to see the state of the trees before the Lansdown 5G project is supposedly going to be switched on somewhere around the beginning of February. So we're just going to go for a little drive and go through the Lansdown as well. Just to get some rough idea what is now, and then maybe do the same thing again in 6 months or 12 months time. Bournemouth has lost so many of its trees, it's just unreal. It is literally unreal. Sorry about the weather, but we've had this for days and days and days, and I thought before I forget or I don't get round to doing it on a nicer day, I thought I'll better do it now rather than not at all. There's a few nice trees already that something in the back of my head had said, like, oh, go and take a photo of this, go and take a photo of this. And so many times I've gone, oh yeah, I'll do it later, do it tomorrow, do it next time I'm passing here. And, well, they're gone now. Huge, massive trees that are no more. One in particular, I've found a few nice photos of on Google Earth. I'm going to go back there at some later point and take a photo of what it looks like now. There was one massive tree placed right in between two, what do they call them, integrated towers. The mobile phone masts that look like fat lampposts, the ones with the bubble on top. Oh no, of course it's going to start raining now. It's just been looking miserable all morning, but it's not been raining. So let's just have a look what we can find. When I look at footage from previous years, I find it hard to find days like this, apart from when it was actually raining. But over the last 3 winters, we've had so many days that were just great. Continuously great. From morning till night. Oh, if we were lucky, we'd like had an hour of blue sky in the morning. Let me go down the bottom here, down to the town centre. I don't think there are any trees here till we get down to Horseshoe Common. But while I'm driving, I don't come down here very often, so I don't really know how many installations and street furniture, as they so nicely euphemistically call it, how many things there actually are. And so sometimes I just film when I'm driving so I can go through it later on and have a look for myself rather than parking the car and a gazillion times and walking around. Right. To our right is a park called Horseshoe Common. And straight on is further into town centre, but it's hard to turn around there. There's nowhere to park anyway. So I'm just going to drive around the Lansdown and through it from a couple of different angles, just to see, you know, state of trees and see how many installations we can find and catch on camera. The council have been anything but helpful so far. They had this, what did they call it? ONS meeting. Can't remember what the O stood for. It's supposed to be a scrutiny meeting where the public is supposed to have their say. They were quite restrictive in how many questions you can pose. And when it did come to us turning up for meetings and asking our questions, yes, we were heard, as in physically somebody listening, the meeting being recorded, but the bill was signed off anyway. Basically, none of our concerns being taken in consideration to the slightest. I mean, we were saying right at the beginning, oh, is this just an exercise of in whitewashing? So you can say, oh, we listen to the public. Yeah. So far, it's brought a lot. Not. I mean, so many of our trees nowadays. When I first moved here over 30 years ago, I was literally in awe of how green this place was. How permanently sunny, blue sky, and how green the whole area was. Not only do we have mostly fir trees, evergreens, but we also have many evergreen bushes and smaller evergreen trees. You hardly notice the difference between summer and winter 30, 40 years ago, because there are just so many evergreen trees. Nowadays the winters just look grey, brown and black. If you look at the trees closer up, they are in an appalling state. Absolutely appalling state. I wish I've been filming the roundabout by Bournemouth University a few times over the last couple of years, and I really, really wish I'd kept that footage, because yesterday I saw how they chopped all the trees off. That's it. It was a nice, beautiful, green roundabout with bushes and trees on it, but there's a couple of nice big masts right at the roundabout, and obviously they were damaging the trees, and before people ask silly questions, those trees tend to be chopped and removed. Right, we're coming back into Lansdown from a different angle now. And traffic is good fun today. Normally doesn't start till maybe an hour later. It's all good. Anyway, because I was born in an industrial area, I was literally overwhelmed by how green this town was. You can't say that nowadays. There's barely any difference. In fact, I would almost say my hometown is greener now than Bournemouth. Because where it was an industrial area, over the last 30, 35 years, a lot of effort has gone in to green it up, so to speak. Whereas, yeah, this place, it's got nothing but downhill. Anyway, let's have a look round here. I don't know exactly where the net is supposed to be, how big it is supposed to be, if it is just the Lansdown, as it's called, the Lansdown something project, or whether it is the whole 4 square kilometers or 4 square miles that were planned originally. I don't know. So we'll just have a little drive through and then see if in 6 months' time or so I'll do it on another rainy day. See if we see any difference. Right. I'm going to be doing this in the next few weeks, probably before spring leaves appear on some of the trees. I'm going to do some close-ups of a bunch of trees in this town to see how black they are, or how green or grey they've become, how some green looking trees at a slightly closer look only have ivy or something on it, which still makes them look green. Others just have what looks like cancers and ulcers and tumours. You know, it's probably fungus or something, but they just have lumps sticking out from it, where there used to be perfectly healthy trees once upon a time. I'm going to do a few more yards here. Wow, haven't we got lovely... Ooh, road ahead closed. Huh, I wonder what's going on here then. Okay, I'm going to have to pull in here and turn around. Alright, I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.